Hey y'all, good morning. How y'all doing today? Well, I'm up this early in the morning. Can't ever sleep. I went in there and kissed my son. Let me give y'all a little story time this morning. So yesterday, I'm okay today. So yesterday, I left out the house to go and run some errands, okay? And to do a little self-care for a couple hours. My youngest son, which is Aiden, called me and said, Mom, I'm hungry. I said, well, I just left the house. You know, I fixed you a big old bowl of cereal. You have to ask one of your brothers to fix you something to eat because I'm not home. So I get a call from my son, Aiden, okay? And Aiden tells me that he goes downstairs where Jason is, the second oldest, my oldest son. He went downstairs and he did not see Jason. Well, I was like, wait a minute, that can't be true, because when I left, I told him I'd be right back to check on Jamari because Jamari wasn't feeling well. Okay? Aiden proceeded to go back downstairs, and he could not find Jason. Now, I have cameras and alarms in the house. So it would tell me if the door was open, but the door was never open. So I wasn't thinking. I just went in panic mode. So I told Aiden, go in there and get Jamari. So Aiden goes in there and get Jamari. I hear Jamari's voice. Jamari was like, Ma, he's not in here. He goes downstairs. Ma, he's not in here. I was like, okay, so where can Jason be? So I called him. You know, with these kids nowadays, I'm like, I don't know if I said something out the way. I said bye wrong. I don't know. So I started to call Jason. Jason's not answering. I text him. Jason is not answering. Now, my mind is warped. I'm like, Lord, please protect my son. I don't know where he at out in them streets, but I need you to protect my baby. Okay? So I proceeded to text Jason again. Of course, no answer. So I called his dad. I called my oldest son. I called his dad. I'm texting, I'm calling, and I'm just like, okay, Vicky, make sure you just don't panic too much. I panic. That's my son. I love my boy. So upon me sitting in the chair and Aiden telling me and Jamari saying, Mom, you know, Jason not down there. Jason not in the bathroom. Jason nowhere in the house. And I didn't do my further investigation. But you know, when your child is nowhere to be found, you go into panic mode. So I decided, hold on a minute. Who opened up that watermelon? Jane. Jesus Christ. Okay, back to my story. He done ate my damn watermelon. But anyway, so I'm sitting there getting my nails done, and the girl was putting the acrylic on my nails. I said, we stopping now. And she was like, okay. I left. I was walking out of it, and it seemed like the walkway was getting longer. The hallway was getting longer and longer. I'm like, I got to get out of here. She was like, ma'am, you're forgetting your wallet. Ma'am, you're forgetting your bags. I said, I don't care about that. I will be back. I don't care about the wallet. I need to go. So she said, ma'am, at least get the wallet. I said, ma'am, I have to go. All right. Left the salon. Got in my truck, prayed, crunked the truck up, drove off, still praying, calling people, trying to wonder where my son at. I get halfway to the house. I didn't come straight home. I'm riding down the street. I'm looking in the woods. I'm looking. I'm like, where he at? I don't see him. I'm riding around where we used to live at. I don't see my son. I come in the house. I check on the side of the house. The door unlocked. Now, I'm panicking even more because I'm like, okay, he done left out the house, but it didn't tell me that he left. Now I'm about to sue Brinks because it didn't give me the notification. The attachments were still on the door. It was still on the door. I'm not talking loud. So the attachments was still on the door. So I'm like, why didn't it alert me? I get upstairs, I open up the door, because to get into my house, you got to walk up the stairs, you got to walk into the living room and look over. And I looked over, and lo and behold, guess who was laying there asleep? Jason. Jason never left the house. The whole time, Jason was asleep in a fetal position. And what I could have done was check the cameras. But you see how quick we panic, because I panic. When I tell you, I was like, look here, please, Lord. And I could have checked that camera. So that is my morning tidbit. When I saw him, when I tell you, I gave him such a beautiful kiss, all on his cheek, his forehead, his nose. I'm like, look, let me tell you something, mamas. And now I'm speaking to the mamas only. A lot of times we get upset with our kids. I get mad all the time with them. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not a perfect parent, but I would never hurt or harm my kids. A lot of times we yell at them. We're upset because they're not doing something. But I'm not yelling no more. After yesterday, after my blood pressure done went 30 times high because I couldn't find my son, well, he wasn't answering my phone calls. He wasn't answering my text messages. His daddy was calling. He wasn't answering. Biscuit was calling him. He wasn't answering. So I was like, all right, I ain't doing no more yelling. So from this day out, what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to talk them to death. I'm not yelling and screaming, because yesterday was a day where it could have been different. It could have been he was missing and I could not find him. It could have been that. But thank God it wasn't that. He was home safely sleeping, because usually Jason be like, with the exception of the other day, he would be like, Mom, can I go outside? Like, he's 16 and he still say, Mom, can I go outside? I'm like, all right, go ahead. The only thing I don't like is when my doors is open when I'm not home. When I'm not home, I don't want them to open up the door for nobody. If they're gonna order food, you order your food, you leave that damn, let them leave it there until they pull the hell off, and I need you to be looking before you open up that door. So you might call me paranoid, but that's just what it is. So from here on out, I am not gonna be elevating my voice. Because yesterday was a scary moment for myself, and then I called my oldest son. My oldest son got nerves of a spaghetti string. It just be all over the place. So yesterday was a time. It was a time. I'm trying to fix my little thing. I love my kids. If anybody know me, know I don't play about my kids. Yep. I don't play. I don't play about them. Yeah, I don't play about them. So y'all, mamas, we got to keep our blood pressure intact. Not be yelling at these boys and just talk to them, because what I've learned is just yelling and yelling ain't gonna solve nothing. And I'm a yeller. I love to yell. Y'all, why my thing not... Oh. I got so many of these. I hope. I don't even know how to... What's going on? I'll be back, y'all.